So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. And welcome back to scary hours where you may or may not sleep tonight. Just want you to know that you may or may not sleep tonight. Listen, we're going to get into the top 10 scary videos you won't be able to watch till the end. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, join the fam. Let's go.
The following videos are some of the most terrifying happenings that were caught on tape. You might need to pause this one and save it for later, because these are the 10 scary videos you won't be able to watch to the end. Number 10, Creepy Apparition. Published in September of 2021, this creepy apparition is about to live rent-free in your brain. Whatever this thing is should stay in the depths where it belongs. While investigating a haunted hospice, the crew first encounters this thing hiding behind a green crate in the darkness. The mysterious pale figure peers out at a normal investigator before launching and giving chase. After losing him for a time, the investigator spots the figure hiding behind a corner. Its creepy face looks wet with red.
A lot of people was going to say, oh, that's a human, that's a human. Look the way it creeps from behind the wall. Is that human-like?
The investigator spots the figure hiding behind a corner. Its creepy face looks wet with red liquid.
Does that look human-like to y'all? No.
The search continues, the creature is seen crawling on all fours toward them. Its limbs look spindly as it moves across the ground like a spider.
Meu Deus, cara! Alan! Meu Deus, Alan!
The scary creature is spotted again rounding a corner of the building. It's crawling like before, and you can even hear a grotesque cracking sound, which sounds like it's creeping across broken glass. It starts to give chase again, causing the cameraman to flee. As they wait for it, the creature follows them up the stairs. All you can see is its bald head and awkward spindly limbs. Again, the cameraman flees up a second flight, but then turns to wait. When he leans over the stairway to gauge where it is, the creature is seen on the landing below. It almost looks like it's licking the floor, just waiting, and then crawls up the stairs toward him as he flees once more. The last sighting of this creepy crawler comes as he rounds another corner, still on the prowl. Although this video is proof that the cameraman made it out alive, surely it wasn't without damage. The image of this thing 100% continues to haunt this man's dreams. Number 9.
Bro, what the heck was that? It's just, I can't even fix my body to even move like that.
Not a dog. Posted to TikTok, this girl apparently doesn't know what a dog is supposed to look like. She explains that she has a dog that she rescued from Japan. She claims that he's half Cocker Spaniel, half Australian Shepherd. Well, that sounds like a nice mix. When you get a good look at him,
no, he half demon, half eat your body. That's what he is.
You'll see that he's not a dog at all.
That's a dog. Then what do I have then? If that's a dog, what do I have?
Appearing much more like a demon. Appearing like a creepy painted human head with ghoulish features and skeleton teeth. The rescue's face peers out from the darkness of the woman's closet. That's another thing. Why is she keeping her so-called rescue in her closet? As TikToker Tommy puts it plainly in the comments, well, that's not a dog. I just gotta say, something definitely doesn't seem right with this situation. Number 8, sightings. This pair of extraterrestrial sightings is making me question everything. Published by Chris Brandy, 602 in July of 2021, this two-parter shows two very similar looking abnormal creatures. Chris writes that she was checking her home security footage to see if it captured the thunder and lightning that she'd heard that caused her lights to go out. In fact, her cameras caught something even more interesting. The footage, which she slowed down, catches a creepy figure streaking across the scene at supersonic speed. It looks like a mere shadow, but...
See, that made me think somebody about to try to rob you. See somebody dart past like that? trying to stay out of the camera view. I think robbery. In this situation, I get it though.
Appears to have a long neck and arms with a big head. In another video, a second mysterious extraterrestrial-like creature was caught on camera in April of 2019 by YouTuber Warmonger. She writes that she heard sounds in the forest and decided to press record. That's when she saw this creature walking on all fours streak past. Are these two sightings connected somehow? What are these extraterrestrial creatures and why do they only appear at night? They've sure got a lot of explaining to do. Number 7. Jin Jump. Just when you thought all the jinn were in hiding. Published by Deranged Sajib in July of 2021. This original footage catches various scary jinn sightings by Arabian ghost hunters.
ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
In one of the videos, the jinn spirit is first seen peeking out from a door. The gray figure looks somewhat smoky or transparent. The ghost hunter continues speaking or praying at the jinn.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I can't understand them. But if I had to guess, he's praying.
له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه.
Later, he is in another room where a pair of crutches is leaning against the wall. A powerful force throws one of the crutches across the room.
بسم الله.
It flies and the ghost hunter shouts in fear. The other crutch falls over and something is seen popping out from the cupboard across the room. As the ghost hunter continues on, he is met with other items randomly moving and breaking on their own.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
I would have been done praying. I'd have had to leave. Bro, get out of there.
At last he arrives at the jinn himself, peering into the next room through a hole where the doorknob should be. Chanting is heard and then the jinn is seen.
والله هذا كني شايفه وحياة الله هذا كني شايفه.
The figure dressed in a black robe has a narrow greenish face with a red light. It sits on the ground murmuring or chanting, rocking slightly, apparently unaware that he's being filmed. After a while, the ghost hunter speaks to the jinn and gets no response.
شو مالك أنت مين أنت؟ أنت مين؟
He finally opens the door and lets himself into the room, but it is empty. The jinn has mysteriously vanished. Where did he go?
وين رحت؟
I'm still waiting for the jump scare. Number 6. Turn around or don't. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Lucky1196. This short clip has us all looking over our shoulders. In the scary security footage, a man is seen going to get something out of his car. He opens his driver's side door and leans inside. In a split second, a creepy, pale, transparent figure swoops down upon the scene and appears to push the man and shut the door slightly on him. The figure then disappears. The man turns to look at what caused this unsettling incident, but no one is around. Are you convinced this is real? If not, what do you think is happening here? Number 5. Jinn in the Ceiling. This jinn is out of control. Published in March of 2019. This jinn encounter was filmed in India. As the ghost hunter wanders through this scary abandoned place, he turns a corner and a door to the right immediately starts rattling like crazy.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
The lock on it is shaking back and forth. The rattling continues until the man walks forward, unlocks the door, and pushes it forward. Inside is an empty room.
هذا كيف؟ بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله.
He enters and steps in, and something immediately falls off screen.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Scared, the man turns and runs from the room. When he turns back around to look, a bucket is kicked against the wall. He turns to the room as he examines it. A chair is thrown, causing him to leave again. This time he doesn't go back quite yet. Instead, he races down the stairs.
Finally, he got the hint. They don't want you there, bro.
After a
Get out.
time, he gathers his courage and returns. As he's walking toward a room, a door starts to close slightly. He walks toward it and it slams closed on him. He kicks it open and continues through the rooms. At last, you think it's all over, but then thumping is heard, seemingly coming from the ceiling.
Yeah, saw me try to raise my head. I'm trying to get him to look up as soon as the dude says ceiling.
The thumping becomes more and more aggressive. The ghost hunter is not deterred. Instead, he moves something sturdy so he can stand on it and lift the ceiling tiles to see what's there. But whatever is there gets even more hostile.
حسبي الله حسبي الله.
So he decides against it. This is when he's had enough, and who can blame him? Number 4. Poltergeist
Crazy.
play. If you don't want a poltergeist ruining your night, steer clear of this guy's creepy house. Published by Really Haunted in September of 2021. This home is without a doubt really haunted. Let's take a tour of the haunted house. In footage taken in the hallway, a curtain flutters and then the door slowly opens.
There we go, the curtains moving. It's like something's just gone past it, blowing it out, you know, when someone goes past.
Could it be just a bit of wind? Well, let's see. In the living room, a Ouija board is sitting in the middle of the space, and the plan.
Who just has a random Ouija board just sitting in the middle of the floor? Who does that? In the middle of your living room, just there. Who?
Planchette moves across the board on its own. The planchette spells out Mormo, although this word doesn't have any known meaning. The spirit must have some insight, as it moved the planchette without a medium present. In that same room, the Ouija board now gone, a football tumbles from the footstool.
This was like the first time we had multiple things happening.
Followed by a candle flying off the fireplace mantle. Shortly after, the footstool, which is also a storage container, opens and closes on its own. In the kitchen, a tin cup clatters from the dish rack into the sink. In another video in the bedroom, the dog is lounging between the couple when he suddenly becomes alert to something. He springs onto his front paws and is staring into a corner of the room, as if at attention. Later, back in the hallway, the gate on the landing opens as though allowing some ghost to enter the second floor. In another,
How are they sleeping comfortably? All this is taking place in their house. Candle fell, a little chase thing open and closed, ball rolled off, dishes in the kitchen moving. Like, how are they sleeping through this?
clip in the bedroom, the computer chair swivels from right to left. Not long after, the computer monitor turns on by itself. In another hallway of the home, something is pushed from atop an old suitcase and thrown to the floor.
That didn't
Lastly, in one of the kids' rooms, what looks like a remote control of some kind moves ever so slightly across the windowsill. Luckily, the poltergeist doesn't disturb the child, who continues to sleep peacefully. Would you be able to spend a night in this haunted home?
No.
Are you even able to watch this scary video to the end? Well, we'll see about that. Number 3, the village. The people living in this village are not what they appear to be. Published by Kisa Weba in September of 2021. This video is originally from YouTuber Kareem Ballin and has been trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. Kareem is exploring a village on the outskirts, in the middle of nowhere at night. As he's wandering along a narrow dirt path between stone bricks, he unexpectedly spots something directly ahead of him. It's a figure dressed in black. A terrifying howl is heard, sending him and his cameraman tearing out of there. After calming down a bit, they head back from whence they came, and on their way they encounter perhaps the same figure. This time they don't run for him. The man, entirely dressed in black and stumped over, uses a cane to walk. He is carrying a jug. The men attempt to address him, but the man ignores them and walks slowly away from them.
Burada küçük bir kız çocuğu varmış. Onu soracaktık size.
They follow and end up at a dilapidated house, which they enter. Wandering through the rooms, they encounter a young girl with long dark hair holding a doll.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Are y'all sure that's a girl? I'm not so sure.
The creepy girl never faces them but starts drawing something on the wall in the small room beyond. When they approach the girl to ask her some questions, she doesn't answer or turn around. Even scared.
No, she Coco for Cocoa Puffs. She cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Don't bother her.
Scarier, something falls behind them and loud noises are heard, like shutters slamming shut. They decide to leave the house, but when they turn around, the girl is suddenly on the roof, standing over them. Her face is completely concealed by her hair. She looks at them for a moment before walking off.
Abi ne oluyor?
They search for her, climbing up to the roof and then returning inside the house, but she has vanished. But when they return to the path outside, they come across her again.
Nereye gidiyorsun?
Kardeşim o kim ya?
She walks away from them. When they call out to her, she doesn't turn or respond. What is this mysterious place? All I know is it's not something you should watch to the end. Number 2. Tantrist in the Jungle. Tantra is a type of tradition that was formed in India from the 1st century. A tantrist is someone who is self-dependent or his own master. This would explain why the following tantrist lives all alone in the jungle and does not like to be disturbed. Published by Om Vlogs in October of 2021, these YouTubers decide to go disturb him anyway. They first come across the tantrist sitting cross-legged in front of a fire, doing an expressive and mysterious chant.
No. You see somebody talking like that in the woods? It's their woods now. It's theirs. They own the woods now. Don't bother them, bro. He crazy.
This chant gets more expressive and even a bit silly sounding. The tantrist then appears to be raising something from the fire. They attempt to get closer to the man, but he is in another headspace altogether. He doesn't even seem to notice the guy's presence, but a little later that changes very suddenly.
Told ya.
The man turns from the fire and starts running toward them. After successfully chasing them off, the man returns to the fire, but the YouTubers later follow. They find him cross-legged there again, but this time the tantrist has had enough of their intrusion. He picks up a lei from the fire and throws it at them. His fire simultaneously ceases, leaving them in darkness. The men throw the lei back at the tantrist, which provokes him further, and he rises again to give chase. This time, the men leave for good, and hopefully they do not return to disturb the man and his mantras. I've got a challenge for you in the next...
Stupid. Just
If you're
Just dumb.
YT. The Lurker. This haunting security footage caught a man convicted of ending a life peering into the bedroom window of a young woman. He was captured on camera, lurking the home on 2 separate occasions. The first time he appeared, the young woman spotted the man peering in and went out to confront him, but he fled in his truck. The woman's neighbor then installed a security camera outside, which captured the man's second visit. He is seen creeping out the window and can even be seen pushing on it to see if it's unlocked. This was around 7 in the morning. The man is carrying a sprinkler, possibly so that he could claim he was working if caught. When he was later confronted by the neighbor, he claimed he was looking for his missing daughter. The victim called the company advertised on the man's truck and found he had no work in the area. After that, she called the police, who charged him for his actions. According to Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd, this is a bad man. It seems some people just can't be redeemed. It's always a good time to get
You looking for your missing daughter, but you haven't contacted the police? And you just peeking through windows with a sprinkler in your hand? Not adding up, buddy. Not at all. Not at all. No, you going to jail. He should be put in jail, throw away the key type stuff. Man, listen. Like, I don't be understanding some of these gotta be movies though, cause like you messing with somebody crazy out in the middle of the woods and then you wanna run when he get up. What? And did y'all hear Grady Judd name? Shout outs to Polk County, man. Grady Judd, you know Grady Judd, when he get him, he ain't gonna play with him. He in the wrong county messing around. But y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. Top 10 scary videos you won't be able to watch till the end. And we made it. So what does that make us? That's right. The greatest. It's your boy L. Till the next reaction, I'm gone. Peace.